Hey everyone, welcome back to part 3 of my toy room walkthrough. Before I get to this cabinet and then work my way into that room, I forgot a couple things yesterday in this room with all the chaos and being tired and everything. So let me just show you some more plushies that I got over here. This one my wife made me and I put this pig mask on it. It's kind of like our own version of my pet monster. This crazy Frankenstein vampire that I found. Jesus. A couple of Slimers. The Noid. This little Halloween dude. This was an old monkey that it was like filthy. I found it at an attic in an old house we lived at. And I really just enjoyed it, so I cleaned it up and fixed it. His hand was all destroyed, so I put this skeleton glove on it. And on the back, put this eyeball fabric. Oh, and there he goes. Grab him real quick. Oh my goodness. Alright, you can stay there. This plushie my daughter made me. It's pretty awesome. I used to have like a little hangy tab, but it fell off, and so I just put it back here. I got this monster over here, and these bins here are filled with awesomeness. There's a bunch of Galaxy Heroes and Galaxy Fighters, and there's Power Lords. I have the complete set of figures of Power Lords. Used to have all the figures or the vehicles and the bases too, but I sold those, and now I'm all sad about that. I got this werewolf guy, but let's see if I can get his face. This guy. And then he's got the Hordax mask, but it's cracked, as you can see. And they're all sitting on my Battle Cat bouncy toy for children. My daughter loved that when she was young and could ride it. And then I also have this Batman base, which since I found it, I was able to mostly complete it. I know I'm missing some of the weapons. You open the doors, I've only got like 2 of the weapons that get in here, but I got I was missing this door, and what else was I missing? I think I was missing this thing, and then you pull this out, and I was missing the hook. I believe I had everything else, but that was pretty cool. Here's that Star Wars ship I found recently. And I had this little cave. I thought that was cool to put that Batman on his little vehicle. And this little castle toy. And back there's some minifigures, which I'm probably going to get rid of most of those. I only wanted to keep some dragons. I got them all in a thrift store bag. It was like a fantasy set for girls, pretty much, with unicorns and things of that nature, but I just want to keep a couple of the dragons. The main thing is I forgot to show. I showed this shelf, but I did not show these down here, which are some of my favorite toys. Like over here, we got these monsters and skeletons and mummies, and then I got the Remco Monsters playset. And There's all my Remco monsters back there. There's like a couple different versions of Dracula, the creature, and then I only have the single versions of the Mummy, Werewolf, or Wolfman, Frankenstein, and the Phantom. But then I have some of the newer, like Reaction, I believe, Phantom, Frankenstein, Freddy, and the creature there. And there's a little glow-in-the-dark vampire, and then this haunted mansion dealy-doo. It's like you slide the coffin lid down and the character that's inside pops out and scares you. It's pretty awesome. I think I have 2 of those. Got another one somewhere. Oh, there it is, like right there. And there's a couple skeleton pirates. These guys are cool. They're like customs made from like the Remco bodies. But there's a creature. There's like a... This ghost keeps interfering with everything. Like a skeleton with like the Phantom's body or Dracula's body. And then there's like a little mini Frankenstein, like Yoda size. And he comes with a bird. Can't remember who made those. There's this thing in a coffin there. The old Play-Doh change of face guy. I don't have all the faces. I think I only have like 2 of the faces. But that thing is just awesome. Up here we got some Jiggler Frankenstein and Wolfman, and then this is a just like a shelf sitting gargoyle. It's like each of his joints are basically just little ropes, and then he just sits on a shelf. I just thought he looked cool. Back there is the signed Louisiana Rougarou. My friend Alan got me that years ago. He is right here. Took him out of the box, but I wanted the box on display. And then there's the Harry Potter Death Eater. A couple of my Evil Dead DVD books. Or like the books, the DVDs came in. And then there's this like devil tube for storage. I just really like the artwork on that. I can't even remember what that came with. It was like candy or something. Little Frankenstein my buddy gave me. A little translucent coffin and a little pumpkin dude. And then we got a couple of the When Puppets Attack figures. I used to have the whole set minus 1. I think I was missing the witch. But most of them were like this zombie guy, but one had an eyeball. And like just different variations of that guy. So I pretty much sold them all off and kept the pumpkin and my favorite zombie one. Back there we got the Thing piece. I love that thing. And then there's a little glow-in-the-dark mole man, I believe he is. Over here we got the Metaluna Mutant, and we got, what is his name? Is that Patrick or something? From Species. And then we got the couple of the McFarlane Monsters Werewolf Tree sets. And there's the guy that came with it that gets torn apart. There's the Fly and a couple of what is that? Monsters series. I got the 2 humans, and then there's the creature. I know I got the werewolf. Not sure what figures I need. I think I have a Frankenstein, but I don't know. I might be missing that. There's the werewolf that goes with the McFarlane set. I think I might have another werewolf. So I think one of the heads broke off in a move. So I got another one, and then I just glued the head back on or something. I think that's a Beetleborgs Frankenstein. This is like a weird wood sculpture with like metal hinges in the shoulders so his arms move. There's a Edgar Allan Poe figure, some weird mummy, and this guy's like a Mexican bootleg, but his head fell off, so I gotta either glue it on or maybe take the little peg out and put a screw in there or something. Here's one of these, I think Jack in the Box mummies, but this one's all like beat up and faded. I've got a nice one over here, but this one came in a thrift store bag. It was kind of beat up, but I still like it. And I got some snakes and a Halloween little play set. And this is like it's like Playmobil style. I don't know if it is actual Playmobil, but it's a really cool little Halloween play set. There's like this Mad Labs and a little skull, a vampire, a Frankenstein, little mice. I think I got this from Vampire as well. A couple different mummies. Moving on down. So another one of my favorite shelves. Got all my skeleton warrior figures and knockoffs. And each one here is different. They all have different colored gems. It's like this one is like gold, that one's blue, looks like. But each one, you can see it on the females. That one's orange, blue, and yellow. And then this one is another variant because it has the blue like knife holders, and the other ones have brown. That's the only one I've ever seen like that, and it was in a thrift store bag, and it was missing its arms, but I wanted to keep it so I had like a reference to that. So that's neat. And then there's some like knockoffs, like that one there, and this guy here, and that guy there, and a couple back there. And I got two different versions of the skeleton horse. Most of them I just have like there's two variants and then three variants. Like the big main bad guy there's got purple, green, and orange gems. I think this guy's the same. Oh nope, he's got different gems too. Variants of all different kinds. And then these two like knockoff two-headed skeletons are really cool. That was like not like slime, but I think you made candy with it. I can't remember. And then there's that like Halloween head prop. I usually used it for displaying masks. And then I got mummy figures. And they're all like back here. I love that line. Such an underrated line, but they're really cool sculpts. And they all have like weird action features. And then this guy is from Mummies Alive, I think that's what it was called. I've got another Mummies Alive figure somewhere. Oh, yeah. He's up there on the mummy shelf behind the... Looks like there's a couple of them back there. And then in the front here is my Hellboy collection. You got the young Hellboy. You got I think this was an exclusive. It came with like the DVD set or something. My friend gave it to me for my birthday. I love that thing. And then this little head came with the big gorilla. And I got this version of Hellboy. I got that character there. I'm like blanking on the names right now. I got two, was it Krieger? Two different versions of him. Thought he was such an awesome character. And then I got a couple minis from like the reaction. I wanted to keep these on the box because the box was pretty cool, but it had like a big sticky label damage on it, so I just opened them. This guy came with the kid came with the big pit figure, but I put a skull on him. And then there's these little skeleton figures. And this guy is awesome. And then several of the skeletons that came with the 2000X slime pit. I know it was at Big Lots when they used to sell all those. They went clearanced out for $5 for mint in box one, so I bought a bunch of them because I just wanted to army build these guys. So I only kept one of the slime pits, and then I kept all the skeletons that I have. And down here is all my, besides the He-Mans that were in that shelf over there, this is all my 2000X He-Mans. Got the Snake Armor He-Man, Triclops. I used to have everything like loose and mint on card, like both variations of each figure, but it just got to be too much, so I sold some of them. I kept most of the like the bad guy variations, like there's Too Bad and Beast Man and Merman and the Trap Jaw. I don't know why I didn't keep the Triclops. I kept the little flying machines that he controls, but only kept one version of him. And there's all the different versions of Skeletor back here. It's like tons of them. Crazy stuff. And then that Skeletor is on the little Velociraptor vehicle or steed. There's Evil Lyn. There's both versions of Whiplash. Two different versions of Mechanic, which I used to have the green visor variant as well, but this was the clear one was the harder to get, so I kept that one and sold the original one. Both versions of Cyclone. There's Tila. Both Ram Mans, and I kept the Samurai version of Battle Cat. And then there's the little McDonald's Happy Meal ones. A couple little minis. Three different versions of Man-E-Faces. I love Man-E-Faces. Got both variants of Orko here. A couple different Man-at-Arms. A Roboto, a Fisto, a Buzz-Off. Three different versions of Stratos and a Zodak. I think I got them all. But look at all them beautiful Skeletors. I love it. I know I got a couple more versions of Skeletor hanging out up in the front room, but let us go and I think anyway. Oh wait, no, because I think I put him back over here. Okay, so I might not have a different version of Skeletor. But let's go into the front room now that I got those. We'll transition with this cabinet here. We'll start here with my Sectors figures. I believe I have them all. Hopefully I can get them without the glare. You got this is the glove from the play set, and there's the little pieces from the play set, but I don't have the play set anymore. I sold it in one of my moves. There's some little mini monsters, and there's Animal, and then there's these three. I only have the one bug, but here's like little Sectors knockoffs, the blue, the green, and the red. And then there's more. Let me see if I can get it from the side here, so you can get a clearer view without the light shining off the mirror in the back. There's, I believe, all of them. This one over here has got the bug on his back, so you can't see the bug. I got both versions of him. I got the original version back there, and then this version here. And then there's a knockoff there that goes with I think it's Guardian Patrol. I've got the Steed in another place, but I wanted to display him in the cabinet and keep him clean. Over here we got Mork from Ork. I got a mint on card. The card was cut at the top, but he was still mint on card, but the top part of his ship was just shattered. But I think I got him for like $1 or $1.50 or something, so this part is super clean and neat, but the top of the egg was just shattered, which made me sad. But some Motu stamps. There's the card art for these two guys. There's Michael Knight. Bunch of there's Pegasus, Clash of the Titans. My Crystar Crystal Warriors. I've got a bunch of those. There's a bunch of the weapons just scattered about. Catapult. Got a couple Sesame Street figures in there. Oh, it looks like the one main bad guy fell over. Got a couple each of the lava guys. There's the evil dragon with two of the riders. The good dragon, and it looks like his rider is taking a nap. But then up here we got all kinds of 3 3/4 style figures from a couple of Gay Toys figures there. Some Indiana Jones. Some Buck Rogers and Black Hole, Battlestar Galactica, Clash of the Titans. This Medusa I got because they didn't have a Medusa for the original Clash of the Titans figures. That was in a Chat May series. There's one of my favorites. Was it Charon or Charon, however you pronounce it. There's a few of the Computer Warriors figures down there. Oh, Jesus fell over. There's like a Jesus figure in there. I think these Ming the Merciless pushed him off the stairs. But then there's some Willow minis. Star Trek, some Land of the Lost up there. There's like 4 of those See if we can get a better view over here. Those 4 figures in the back there are little Star Trek aliens that come with a playset. This guy's got loose joints, so he had to take a sit down. Love this cabinet. Some of my favorite toys in here. And there's, I can't remember, was that something steel? Where they had the big like Tonka trucks. There's 3 of the drivers there. But I don't have any of the trucks. And then down on this shelf, we got some. There's the Phantom, 2 of the villains that were in that same line. I used to have them all mint on card. I'm blanking on the name of it, but it came with Ming the Merciless and some other figures. But I've only got Phantom and those 2 guys now. And then there's Captain Power in front of those guys. And then there's some Bionic 6 and some like knockoff Power Ranger looking dudes. And some Visionaries over here, which I would love to get some more Visionaries or upgrade the ones I have. This one down here is taking a sit down because his legs are loose. And then these little die-cast figures here. What are they called? Anyway. And then there's those guys. What? It's not air raiders. It's they flung around on strings. That was a cool line. I used to have like a playset stuff from there too, but I got rid of all that. Most of my playsets. Bunch of Spiral Zone figures. I love Spiral Zone. Very cool line. And over here, some of the newer Tron figures. And then there's a couple vintage ones up in the front here. And these are the villains from the Knights of Tir Na Nog. I love the look of these guys. They're so cool. And then this little one's a like fast food premium. Then we got Silver Hawks. Got a bunch of those. There's a Mighty Crusaders, I believe that line is. And that's a Primal Rage little mini. Come over here to get a different angle from the Silver Hawks. We got Face from the A-Team over there. And that big Monstar is a Mexican bootleg. And then there's the original Monstar next to him. And then there's my Man Tech figures. I got all 6 of those. 3 villains and 3 good guys. And then over here is my Brave Star, which I don't have that dude's hat or little cape piece. But I have a pretty good chunk of some cool ones. 30-30 over here. I love 30-30. You got the Lone Ranger riding him. And he's carrying Bob the Goon. You got the Joker back there and a bunch of little minis from Air Raiders and was it Battle Tech or something? A couple other little minis. I love that little skeleton right there. I've had him since childhood. You get, I believe that's a Dune figure. There's a couple Cops figures. Couple Rambo figures. Some Superpowers. And some Secret Wars. And then some Pocket Heroes. Just a cabinet full of fun. Down here, I got some Voltron, some RoboCop, like all kinds of RoboCop figures back there. Some knockoff RoboCop style figures. Bunch of Voltrons, and there's a couple variations of some of them. I don't have any of these guys' helmets, but I need the other, was it 3 of the humans? So I can put them in my panache place. Voltron. And over here we got some Ben 10 and some Secret Saturdays figures up front here. And then in the back we got, I think they're called socket poppers. Those things are awesome. I think I'm only missing like 1 or 2 from that series. There's like a, I think a heavy metal character and a skateboarding character. Which I really want the skateboarding character. Well, I want them all actually, but anyway, moving on. Up here we got some loose Bone Brigade figures from my childhood. And then there's some Bone Age figures, like the cavemen that came with the skeleton dinosaurs. Got a bunch of those. And then some of the bigger Gourmeties. And that's a big Secret Saturdays figure. And over here we got Micronauts, some vintage, some newer. And then there's a couple like knockoffs, like that Viking looking guy and that pirate. And then there's a guy, like a knight back there in the red and with the horns on it. That's another knockoff. Otherwise, these are all Micronauts. I need to fix him. His rubber band broke. And then back there, that one's missing a foot. Yeah, he's missing 1 foot, so I had to lay him down so he could be part of the gang. Very cool. Moving on. Alright. Got that carded Origins set. This recent Halloween piece I found, but I put this little bow tie on him, and then he's got my Barbarian Rage hat on. All these are my comic cabinets. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 full to the brim with comics, and then I got a couple boxes in front. Up on top here, let me see, we got a couple trash bag bunch, a little Ewok, a little Weeble Wobble. It's all shriveled up in there, but I still like it. There's like a Playmobil figure missing his headdress. This was like a Dollar Tree policeman, but I put the Beast Boy Happy Meal head on it. Vintage little Mickey Mouse. It's like a little Bionicle toy. I don't know what these things are. They're just weird, and they just rock back and forth. And here's a bunch of little, or not little, just Pez. Well, what's left of my Pez collection that I couldn't get rid of. A couple Venoms, a Two-Face, a couple Hulks, a Joker, some Star Wars, some weird Halloween eyeballs, some Muppets, a Fly, and a couple other Halloween ones, a couple Venoms, and then my Galador. I believe that's what they're called. Villain figures. And then some dragon flies back here. And I think, yeah, I showed this side of the top of the cabinet yesterday. So moving on over here to the top of the comic cabinet display. Got my Witcher figure. A couple Leonard girls over here chilling with Homeboy. Here's my Master or Revelations Scareglow. This dragon figure. One of my original G.I. Joes, shirtless. And up here we got my Iron Maiden pop. This Motu box here. I just love the artwork on that. I ended up putting that Venom back in the box because he was loose and wouldn't stand up. There's a He-Man, the most powerful game in the universe. Some Supernaturals vehicles and the playset mint in box. And then down here is the Supernaturals lion steed. There's like the Super Troopers. Oh, what is his name? Core or something? Gore. I got some bats. This one's a Transformers. I think that's by Black Major. I think that's his name. And then this vehicle here I found at a thrift store. Got Plankton riding a spider burger. Some different variations of bats, and then we got the Crimson vehicle here with this Joe, some other various bats, and then I got my Hoth playset filled with Jawas. Why? Because behind it we got little Casper dealy doo you put on your head, and the Casper's on springs. The Alien Hive playset, the Queen, the Black Star Bull figure, this Darkness Warriors Castle, Army of Darkness Evil Ash, like 12-inch figure. I got some Bone Age Stegosaurus. There's the Bone Age Pterodactyl, and the Ankylosaurus over here. A couple of jumbo pops. I got Soundwave and then a Jurassic World dino. There's the Jabba the Hutt set. Gorzak. I love that. I'm so tempted to take him out of the box, but I just love the box art. And I got this Battle at the Sarlacc Pit playset. Always wanted that vehicle, but never had it as a kid. So when this playset came out, I had to pick it up, especially since it came with the Sarlacc Pit. And the rubber bands on loop there. A couple of them broke, so it looks like he's fallen off the thing, which I thought was neat. Thought it added to the flair. If you can see the look on his face, he's just like, whoa, that wasn't supposed to happen. And over there, my wife and child got me some Monster bath bombs. And then I got the Defenders of the Earth. That's what it is, with the Phantom. Defenders of the Earth. I got the copter back there in the box, and then there's a Force Unleashed Rancor monster. It's the box for my Godzilla Shogun Warrior. My Grey Gory Cobra chopper I want to put together at some point and use it for some figures. My Mangalore Mountain, that has been opened and the figure is gone. But I've got another Mangalore figure in there. There's my Mumra Egyptian face looking vehicle, which I think that's awesome. A couple of random doodads up here, some little puppets. This Mode 2 piece here came with a Matchbox, I believe, like a Matchbox car set. Found that at a convention. Just picked that up because I love the artwork. But I got the mini Stretch Armstrong in the doorway. Got a kaiju monster back there. Some more recent openings and finds. Some Emperor's Royal Guard Horde and some Space Troopers. Like a Shadow Trooper. I got my vintage Land Speeder with some Action Force guys in there. A couple more Shadow Troopers. Dungeons and Dragons stamp set and some Suckerman figures to go there. And here's my army of Leonard Space Corps figures. Oh, I forgot to do the mad scientist dissecting alien back there. The little Star Wars Shadow Troopers there. Got some more air raiders down here. And this Stitches guy. This guy is so awesome. And it goes back over there. And on this cabinet I got a bunch of dinosaur magnets. My Mad Balls magnets. Some other little magnets. Got my stickers all over my comic cabinets. There's a couple arms, my Wacky Packages Gyrios, my G.I. Joe Jumbo Collector's Case, and I want to get more parts for this guy. This is my bin of the rest of my plushies. So let's see, we got Casper and this crazy monkey I found. We got Reptar. We got vintage Bert puppet and then a vintage Bert. You know, Pac-Man, Captain Underpants, Animal. What's that? Locke? No, that's Barrel. Locke is Paul Rubens' character. Some little tomato, little devil puppet. Bunch of ventriloquist dummies. It's my elves. Little, oh, what did that worm come with? Was that, it's not Nightmare in it, or Nightmare Before Christmas, but the other, one of the other ones. Vintage monkey. That rabbit right there was at my grandma's house. I used to love that thing when I was a child, so when she passed away, that's what I got from her. There's a crocheted Bert. All kinds of just weird plushes. And then over here we got a plush Hulk. And a TMNT Fly, Megatron, Boba Fett, some little vampire bat. That's from the Maurice Sendak child's book. There's like an animated little skull, that pirate skull that dances. On the wall here I got a couple metal signs. Got Snake Eyes, some Gremlins, and then that's a Legends of Cthulhu figure and the Darkwing Duck switch plate that I found. Got a Mummy's Curse figure and my Superpowers Brainiac. And then behind the dummy here, I got a couple of the Halloween hangy paper skeletons. Let me see, up here we got another shelf with some random figures on it. Chainsaw Man. Just all kinds of just randomness. Some really cool ones up top there. The Indian in the cupboard. And here's my mannequin with a, I'm a snake. I'm a slithery snake. The MP helmet. Here's another little mini shelf over here. I love those guys. Every time I find one, I'll pick one up. These are all different variations. I think I'm missing something over here. Yeah, there's like a Halloween mummified skeleton thing. I got my mannequin. Some other crazy, weird things. Some more Halloween gargoyles, puppet. Alright, I forgot to show this Hulk. And moving down here, we got nerds. We got these guys, what are they called? Super soldiers or something. I recently got those not too long ago. It's another one of these guys from part 1 in the front cabinet. There's that TMNT jumbo creature. This guy that I just got in my birthday haul. There's this robot. I love those things. And then there's, I think that's from Big Jim. I can't remember his name, but I got the Wolf motorcycle. And him. There's a Biker Mice from Mars figure. This Bat Cycle. But I got a Witcher figure on it because it just goes together. Here's one of my Hot Wheels Matchbox cases, which I have another Hot Wheels case that's in the back room. These are the ones I wanted to display though, even though it's two-sided. You can't see the other side, but can't really see this side either. It's got too much stuff spread out, but I at least wanted to be able to see everything. Oh, Bob fell down. Got some various Hulk pieces. I got my Red Hulk, this 70s naked Hulk. I got him so cheap though, I didn't care if he was naked. And then this Hulk Bash toy, which every once in a while that falls apart and knocks down the figures in front of it. Here's some TMNT figures that didn't fit in my cabinet. Some of the newer, like Nickelodeons, and some vintage, and some from the 90s. It goes all the way over here. And then there's that giant Primal Rage Gorilla TMNT figure. Alright, then we go into this cabinet. So your top shelf is my Ghostbusters collection. And these little domos. Over here, let's see some more. I want to get some, like, what are they called, DTOF cabinets for over here along the wall, and then get rid of these ones. so I can actually see my collection a lot better, and then I can get some better lighting for them. But I got a bunch of the ghosts. That guy is like a Sonic fast food premium, and all these guys were just little minis when the female Ghostbusters came out. And that's like a little mini Funko Pop. I think that came in the cereal box. And I think that's a Men in Black figure, and then that's like a mad scientist figure. And that's like a Mexico bootleg toy. And I'm not sure what that one is. You got the Ghostbusters monsters, and then you got the Ghostbusters over here and the real Ghostbusters over there. But I've got that skull vehicle. Got this guy hanging out over here. I can't even remember what he's from. And then I got the Ghostbusters figures, which I need more of those, but I got the werewolf, the main bad guy, the skeleton guy, the witch back there. A couple random figures over here, and then down here is my vintage TMNTs that I have left or have been able to get more recently again. Try to pan slowly because I know they're all crammed in there. A couple of the mini ones. It's that one I painted, the one on the right. I know they're not all complete, but I got some fun ones. Let's go on this side. I want to get some more of those monster ones. I used to have the Frankenstein and the Dracula, but when I sold all my TMNTs, I got rid of them, and now I'm kicking myself because I'm never going to be able to find those at a good price again. Got some, what's that, Beatles figures. Those are cool. And you got some Mask, some Pirates of Dark Water. There's an Earthworm Jim figure here. Biker Mice from Mars. Those back there are the Creepy Crawlers figures. Over here we got Toxic Crusaders. Some Captain Planet. Some Bucky O'Hare. Just a bunch of randomness. Looks like one of them fell off my orange domo back there. And then a couple of random. I think that's a Cowboys from Moon Mesa. And I can't remember what this guy's from. Having a brain fart. And some weird, just randomness. A couple of Darkwing Duck figures. Which I used to have Darkwing Duck as well, but I was missing his hat, so I must have got rid of him thinking, oh, I'll get another one, and then never been able to find him. And down here we got my Scooby-Doo collection. Light, and there's a hulking Plankton back there. Don't know why I put him in with my Scooby-Doo figures, but it's okay. Then these here, I can't remember if they're from Wendy's, but they're like, I think they're scented markers or something. You pop the tops of them off. But they're really cool, weird sculpts. I just love those things. They're awesome. You got the, I love that meat man. I think that's what he's called. He's got the wall of meat that flips around. And the skeleton guys, I got a couple of them. Then over here we got Beetlejuice. And there's a couple of Skylanders, cool Skylanders pieces. We got my Beetlejuice collection over here. I don't know if you can see it better. There's the play set there with a couple small figures on it. A little Nerds candy container. And then there's my newer Beetlejuice figure on that, and the vintage Beetlejuice figures next to it. And you got some Goosebumps and some Addams Family and some Revenge of the Nerds. Some what is it? It's not Cowboys from Moo Mesa. That's Barnyard Commandos. Some Biker Mice. Some Tick figures. I love these Tick figures. Used to have them all, but sold them. And trying to find them again. Some various trolls, like battle trolls and different trolls. And there's some Uncle Pygor's figures. Those things are amazing. I love those. And then you get the Wild Stallions death figure back there. And then there's, I can't remember what the name of that figure in the little test tube is. But I've got like a young, it's like a kid death, maybe. Something of that nature. But that comes with, in that set. And down here is like a Butt Ugly Martian. And then there's Fred from, was that Big O? And then there's a Captain Planet mini. And these football characters are weird. Some more trolls. I think that rat back there is Earthworm Jim too. Hidden behind the trolls here. There's some more Captain Planet villains. Alright. On top of the cabinet, got some small soldiers. Move to the side here, there's just weirdness. And you got that Punisher Spock figure. That's from, what is that, Rapid Deployment? Can't really see the logo down there, but I thought he was cool. And you got the Star Trek Collector Borg. And this little guy. The Muscle Wrestling Ring. My Power Lords Beast Machines. I love these. I got all 4 of them. Can't really see the bottom one. He's the one that looks like He-Man. But I love these monster ones. And over here, it's that one alien set in the box. Godzilla pizza cutter I got from my Bud Plastic Void. My Weirdos. Some more Trash Bag Bunch. One of my favorite Pops. Madball's Christmas ornament. And some Nebular Warlords. Love those. And then here's my Skeletor, Panther, and He-Man and Battle Cat reissues from the 90s. Slayer figure, and I think that's a Ben 10, but I just thought she looked cool with my Slayer figure. A couple of Sesame Streets and some Gremlins. Attack on Titan. This little fly figure I got this past weekend. This is cool. It's like a little Shogun. I think that's a pretty rare piece. A couple of these. I think that's a full set of the little My Pet Monster look-alike minis. Some doubles, but I think they're all like little variations of each. And then this guy and this guy come from subspecies. And that's like a Kanuku man. And you got a Ben 10 figure up here, but look at the face. And then you come over here, you got the same figure, but the face has like skull details on it, which is weird. Interesting variations. And then you got my Corey O'Brien tech deck there, and the new Baron Dark from Skeleton Warriors, like Kickstarter thing. This is a big random shelf here. This is a cool Inquisitor. It's a clock, and when you plug it in, the saber spins around and you can see the numbers. It's really cool. A little melty guy. And down here you get some of those, I can't remember, Alien X or something like that. I just really like the look of the aliens. And I got the figures on display somewhere else. My buddy gave me this crazy alien, and then there's a Disney fast food premium, but those things were really cool sculpts on there. This Mexican Skeletor and Panther still in baggy. And you got the card back there. There's a Scrooge McDuck and my Daffy Ducks. And then Donald had to sneak in and yell at him. A couple more back there. And then there's my Gremlins, which that was a plug. It's kind of beat, but I couldn't leave it behind. And here's all my little mini Gremlins from my advent calendar a couple years ago. Spider Gremlin, little caveman fighting this gremlin. I got my other cavemans up here. And there's the, what is that vehicle from Defenders of the Planets? Or Defenders of the Earth again. I got the helicopter and then this big serpent beast mint in box. Here's another Nebular Warlords. A couple of my vintage jumbo Gremlins stripes. And then I got the Super 7 Ultimates. Pit Fighter Conan and Thothamon. A couple more Gremlins back there. Chainsaw Gremlin, a couple Gremlin, and another Weirdos back there. This little weird couch with some minis. Some more Gremlins. Gremlins everywhere. Creature there. And then in front I've got my Despair figure, and I got this coffin at the Dollar Tree because I wanted to use it to display a figure, and I put all kinds of figures in it and they didn't fit, and then my Despair figure fit perfectly, and then it looks really cool in there. And you come over here, you got another shock or barrel plush, my Gonzo plush. You move down, you got some Independence Day aliens with their little aliens inside. This one's complete. This one's missing the tentacles. Got my Tales from the Crypt Keeper in the box. You got the E.T. Pez. You got my Pet Monster reaction figure. That's the flocked version. I just thought he looked really cool inside the TV box. A couple of my Rocks, Bugs, and Things still mint in box. My Army of Darkness Series 2 complete set in unopened box. This little Motu knockoff Galaxy Rider. A couple figures here. My Dark Crystal Skeksis. This weird cat gargoyle pop. And this little mini. Alright, moving down. We get this movie realization Devilman. That thing is so dope. I love it. So cool. I love it how it looks like stained glass. My Beetlejuice snake mask. My Addams Family flashlight set. Couple little... There's a variant of Uncle Fester. He's got the black suit. He's got the gray suit. Some Final Faction aliens. My V figure. Little dog toy looking thing up there. Down here we got, I kept one of the slime pits in the box. And this is the Star Wars Evolution Mandalorian figure set. You got the Motu Battle Station in the box. A couple of phone cases, like my Screaming Hand and my Rob Roscop. My tech deck of Rob Roscop. That was my first professional skateboard that I got when I was a kid. Love that thing. I wish I still had that skateboard, but it was, by the time I got done with it, it was just destroyed. A couple other random figures. Some other random stuff up here. This is from a set, but I can't remember the name of it. And down here, we got the Burger King Addams Family figures that I have so far. Which I went to Burger King the other day when I got paid, and they're already stopped selling them, so I got to figure out what ones I'm missing. That was a cool little like SWAT team, like Big Lots figure. I just like the look of them. And here's my Star Wars Darth Maul set. I got them on clearance for, what is that, 10 bucks? I think I bought like 3 of them. I sold one, and I traded one to one of my buddies overseas when shipping wasn't expensive and we could trade back and forth, which made it awesome. But we can't do that anymore. And here's some Legends of Knights Chat May figures, mint in box. The Masters of the Universe Battle Ram Chariot. Aquabats, little squishy figure from years ago when I went and saw him in concert. A couple Darth Mauls, little ninja. And down here we got the Dragon Walker and a couple of Pirate 2 Chat Maze sets. Moving around, we got this skeleton plush that I picked up this year. A dinosaur puppet. Another dinosaur puppet with my Addams Family crown on it. The Thing What Squeaks. That thing's awesome. And my War Duke pop. There's Thing 2, Thing 1 is around the corner. This thing is just crazy. It's like one of those squeezy stress ball things, but it looks like a weird head. Space Invaders. He-Man Doom Copter in the box. My Return of the Jedi MTV7. What is that? Is that French? And Disney Hades set in the bag still. Revoltech Griffin. I love that figure. That thing's so cool. And then this was a recent jiggler I found of a vintage Planet of the Apes piece. That thing's awesome. But I put it in a window box for display. Here's a Monster Rods Creepy Tea. Adventure Heroes. Which that's really cool because you can take the top of the figure, like from the waist, you can unplug it and then you can plug it into the Scorpion so he can become like the Scorpion King. I love these old Chatmay sets. They were so cool. And you got a couple Beast Raider sets here. And then moving over here, we got the, it's not the Boxing Nun, but, or is it? It looks like George W. Bush's wife. And then I put this hat on her. Here's a custom, I believe, from Hector Patino. Or maybe I was getting a lot of Mexican bootleg stuff from a couple different guys over there. Cal Gongora and Hector Patino. All kind, I don't know. I can't remember. My brain is mush. It's late. Got the Rose and another one of those, like Alien X or whatever they're called. It's a little Death Star that I recently got. This Dino Saw. Little Star Wars two-headed guy. This Ram set is amazing. I love that. Another one of those little game figures. This guy. The new 3D animated Motu Mani-Faces. A little car guy and another ventriloquist dummy head. We got the Spot and my two new Beetlejuice figures. We got this Godzilla figure in box and the Brave Star Skullwalker in the box there. Another crazy little hand puppet. We got Danger Mouse connected to the light string with my Grim Reaper from Monty Python and the Meaning of Life plush. I love that. And over here we got the Killer Clowns from Outer Space plush. Little Mangalo Demon mint in box. Got another like Guy King Revoltech figure. A dog toy I just thought looked interesting. My He-Man Sagittor mint in box. I've got a loose one on my shelf in the back, but this one is in a minty box. I love that thing. This crazy alien, which I put some animal figures, toys in his head. Some little mini figures and my Bionatops mint in box. And here's another one of the Star Wars Evolutions, the Sith Legacy set. And then here's a Dinosaur Rider with that knockoff He-Man mint in box. Moving down, we get to see Hades over here in the bag. We get my Masters of the Universe 2000X Jumbo Snake Man, or Snake Armor He-Man and Skeletor. And then you get the Battle Bones from that line as well. There's a Godzilla bank. A couple of, I think, fast food premiums of Captain Planet. And a little Godzilla figure. And you got some various minis and figures down here. Some skeletons. Spectre gadgets. And this is what I think of my collection. It's poop. And down here are some fun figures. Misfits figure, a little ghost face car. I think that's a Power Rangers. Some knockoff Mexican bootleg ETs with some super mini purple minions. And a cool chair. Not sure what that guy's from, but I thought he looked neat. A grave digger driver. That is from, oh my god, I can't remember what that's from. I got another figure from that line as well, but I can't remember. Iron Maiden. This is a figure there. Those guys are super cool. And then these play sets. I keep wanting to take them out of the box, but that's just an awesome looking bat. A scorpion and a lizard. And down here is some more Beast Raider Savage Chariot sets, and a couple more of the small steed sets. We got this guy from Axe Cop, and this little wizard from Mario. I gotta move back so we can get that big jumbo Imaginext Power Rangers. And down here we got some G.I. Joe mech suits and this little drill vehicle, which I love that drill vehicle. I think that's so cool. I got 3 G.I. Joe mech suits there and some vintage Star Wars jumbos. I got Boba Fett, we got Chewbacca missing his bandolier and gun. I just put that gun on him. And my Stormtrooper and my Jawa minus his cloak. This is one of those model kits, Boba Fett. The guy I used to work with built that and then gave it to me, and then I gave him a vintage Boba Fett because he's never had one and always wanted one. So I surprised him with that. He was moving and he didn't want to take it, so I surprised him with that and he was super happy and appreciative. Got this Beast Man and this Witcher creature. It's awesome. A couple of Inquisitors. I got this guy for $1, but the only thing is the top of his helmet was missing, so I had this R2 piece I put on it, and I gave him a fish and a little pistol. We got Pumpkinhead, we got my Gamorrean Guard, we got this, what is that, Megadon vehicle. I want to get the rest of those, but they're pretty pricey. And then we got Star-Lord and this guy from the X-Men. Got Blanca. Got the G.I. Joe caveman guy. Wolverine. My Shogun Godzilla and my Leonard King Kong. My other Shoguns. Love those. And I'm missing his little helmet ship, so I put this Inspector Gadget guy sitting in there. And then in my cabinet, I got my Dungeons and Dragons. Some shield poppers and some originals. Got some back there. That guy's not a original D&D. I just thought he looked and fit well with them. And in the back I got the soda can and the Neo Ochug in package, and then the little candy dispenser that looks like a die. Owl bears, Tiamat, all kinds of vintage in there. I got some figures in there under as well. Man, sorry about the lighting, guys. Then I got my D&D kids from the cartoon fighting this dude. I got the NECA Knight there. That guy's from Warhammer, I believe. And then Avenger, and my in-box D&D horses and steeds. The boxes aren't in the best shape, but I got them cheap before all the prices just went ridiculous, so I got them. Some vintage figures, and then some figures from the new 4-pack release. There's my NECA figures there. There's a very rare piece back there with the wind-ups. And 4 minis from a game, I believe, still on the card. And over here we got my Black Star collection. I wanted 3 of each demon, but I got like 6 of the green, 3 of the pink, 3 of the yellow, 3 of the blue, and then 2 of the red and 2 of the orange, and 1 of the black. And that is an original black one from Greece. There's Mara with her electric, but I don't have the helmet piece. I'm missing a lot of the weapons, like the swords and things, but a lot of them are complete. I still need the big ear little Trobbit. I think I might need another one. Can't remember. But I got a couple of the little green ones over there, and 1 each of the other dudes. A couple variations of Overlord. A couple knights. If you see 2 of them, they're usually like the normal version and the Sparker version from the 2nd release. And then this is the same guy. I just got one in his wolf armor or cat armor, whatever it is, and then the normal elf. And up here we got Arco Otherworld. Got all kinds of... Man, this light is killing me. That's why I want to get the DTOF cabinets, so we can actually see them and I can get better lighting. And I mean, they look great in here. It's just the flash. Well, let me see if I can shut the light off and if it'll work better. You still get some glare and stuff, and you can't see in the back very well, but at least we don't have that annoying light. There's a couple of the other 2 figures from that 4-pack. A couple Dragon Riders of the Styx figures back there. And then this fantasy set. I think the gray ones are remakes, and then that pink one is from the original. But yeah, love love what is in this cabinet. Favorite little fantasy figures. Turn the light back on and come up here. Top of this cabinet. It is already an hour and a half. I'll just do this cabinet and then I will do one last video. And that one will be shorter, most likely. And we got all these random dealy-doos here. It's a trap. Score. Got some germs back there. Got the Lady Daredevil. We got some of the big Beast Raider play sets. You get all that stuff for $15. That's why I love those sets. You get so much for so little. And then up top, so we got my Elf Clippy and the little knockoff Care Bear. My ET little thing. Some weird bugs. I think these two bugs came with like a Marvel figures. There's this vehicle here with a, I don't think that guy goes with it, but he fit in there, so I put him in there. Kind of weird bugs, and here's a Devil Clippy, a Skeleton Clippy. And on this side is a Witch Clippy. My critters. And this, I can't remember what they're called, some kind of like lightning bug or weird little vintage figure there. Here's my creepy symbol monkey with that symbol monkey and that symbol monkey. And then we got I think these are called wrecked decks. They're the ones that came in these germ tubes back here, but they fit the germs perfectly, and it's cheaper than finding the original tubes. So I just took these skateboards out of the tubes and used them for my germs. Okay, continuing on. I'm not sure what that is from. I just thought it looked really cool. It's my mini-me. Some X-Men figure. My Pit figure. This guy. My new Marvel Legends Crystar. And this is a really cool like centipede dealy-doo. Not sure what it's from, but I thought it looked really awesome, so I picked it up. So I love thrift stores. You can find all kinds of crazy stuff for cheap. Got this weird like unicorn man head. This donkey's gonna eat him. There's that robot dinosaur guy, is awesome. Mars Attacks. Stormtrooper with the I love boobies bracelet. My alien, sans dome on top of his head. One of these days I would like to get the dome. Altered Beast Werewolf. Skull Fighters, which you saw the loose skeleton figures in the beginning on the one shelf. And you got some figures up there. On top of this Halloween thing is awesome. You turn it on, a skeleton figure pops out of the door. You got this bloody version of the Violator. I think that's a Beetleborg. A couple other little randos down there. Beetlejuice thing there. Those are cool, like Halloween flashlight toppers. And the Hotel Transylvania popcorn bucket. My Joker Titan. Pee-wee Clippy, Hulk Clippy, Minnie Mouse Clippy, and Ninja Clippy. And then this dinosaur map, or just a dinosaur clip. And in the back there you got the blue version of the Mandarin Spawn and the Hellboy fist bank. And then moving up top here, we got, actually I'll save this for tomorrow because I'm already at an hour and a half again. And then tomorrow will be like a shorter video, probably like a half hour, maybe a little longer. But I don't want to keep you guys forever, so there will be a part 4. Sorry everyone, but I really hope you're enjoying my collection walkthroughs. If you are, please like, comment, subscribe, share to your friends, tell them about my madness. And I truly appreciate you all for watching. And until next time, peace.